here's another one.
Future you wants to have fun on the 4th. So get set in one stop at Target's 4th of July sale. Get 40% off women's dresses, skirts, and shorts. And for the kiddos, shorts are 20% off. What's a celebration without something tasty? Frozen treats are BOGO 25% off. Plus, you save 30% on soda 12 packs when you buy 3. Have fun all weekend long. Shop Target's 4th of July sale. And Saturday, restrictions apply.
Hey, Spotifyers. Click or tap the banner to listen to today's top hits. The Hottest 50. Brought to you by Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Modelo Especial Beer. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Running
Mike Capel here, Patriot Software's founder. My third successful business employed over 30,000 W-2 employees in all 50 states. That's when I learned there are different employment laws and payroll tax laws in all 50 states and in every U.S. city, making payroll one of the most complex areas of business. That's why I created Patriot Software, to make payroll simple for millions of American businesses. Use our simple do-it-yourself software at patriotsoftware.com.
See your deliveries as they arrive with Blink's Battery Doorbell 2K Plus.
You and me, we go together, like pony rides and cotton candy. But mama said you can't do better. Someone like her just know there's plenty. Boys who want to give her anything she'd ever wanted and more. She only likes you 'cause she know you sing. I've heard your melody before, but I can't seem to stay awake. Her kiss, it's the sweetest thing I've ever known. Oh, mama, I'm sorry, but oh no, we're in trouble. Oh, it's too late now, we'll deal with the trouble. Mama, I'm sorry, but it's too late now, we'll deal with the trouble.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Issue when it's might work, or maybe 0.5. Go press A to select
So
all, then go to Mesh Cleanup Merge by Distance.
Rig and you press Ctrl P, automatic weights, and you get nothing. The mesh is not moving with the rig. If you look carefully, you may notice a little warning message at the bottom of the Blender interface. In this video, I'll show you various solutions to the bone heat weighting issue, and I'm sure that at least estimates vertical slapping bone heat problem. Much bigger may actually bone heat weighting error. Now and scale it up, and the mesh will scale up with it because of the press S and type 100 on the numpad. Now everything is scaled up and bone heat problem. So check this out. I'm going to parent with automatic weights. I'll get bone heat weighting error. Now I'm going to select the armature and scale it up, and the mesh will scale up with it because of the parenting. So now I'll just press S and type 100 on the numpad. Now everything is scaled up 100 times. And now I'll perform the same parenting with automatic weights. The mesh will disappear. It formed the same parenting with automatic weights. The mesh will disappear. It's over here. It's really tiny. So if you're following the exact steps that I'm showing, here is what you can do. Press Alt S to remove the scale of this armature. Then find your character. It will be very tiny. Press Alt P, clear parent. That will remove the parenting and therefore this weird scaling. But the weight groups will be still there. Then shift select the armature, press Ctrl P and choose empty groups or armature deform, it doesn't matter. And now you'll have proper scale, shift scale parent. solution.
Closely the accessory to learn how to fix it. However, if you look closely, the accessories are not moving with the rig. If you're facing this issue, check out this video to learn how to fix it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Blender Express. In today's tutorial, we'll tackle a common rigging issue in Blender, when accessories don't follow the rig or bone after parenting. If you've ever encountered this problem, don't worry. I'll guide you through a step-by-step fix to ensure your accessories move correctly with your character. Enable Phase Select Mode, then
if I'm not there, my veil, dreaming in a bowl, make it beautiful. We've been swimming in the usual, but this day I'll use it delusion. Oh, dream of me, till I'm everything you'll see. Dream of me, till it's reality. Don't dream too big, just dream a little dream of me. I want you to dream a little dream of me. Just a little tiny dream, a little dream of me. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper.
and hover over the accessory and press L to select it.
Birds singing in the sycamore trees. Dream a little.
Enable Phase Select Mode, then hover over the accessory and press L to select it.
Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I
Once selected, press P and choose Separate by Selection to make it a new object. This selected, press P and choose Separate by Selection to make it a new object. This will allow us to transfer weight data separately to ensure proper movement with the rig. Next, return to Object Mode and select the separated accessory. Go to the Modifier tab and add a Data Transfer Modifier. Return to Object Mode and select the separated accessory. Go to the Modifier tab and add a Data Transfer Modifier. Use the eyedropper tool to select the character mesh as the source. Check the vertex data box and enable vertex group.
If I'm not there, my veil, dreaming in a bowl, make it beautiful.
then click Generate Data Layers and apply the modifier. This step ensures that the accessory inherits the correct weight data from the character mesh. Now, let's test if the fix worked. Select the rig and enter pose mode. Click on the head bone and press R to rotate. If everything was done correctly, the accessory should now move properly with the rig. And that's it. You've successfully fixed the parenting issue. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Blender tips. See you in the next video.
Just a little tiny dream, a little dream of me.
So is it fake love? You never show me you care. And when I wake up, I look around and you're not there. If I went bankrupt, what you give out, what you share? Oh mine, oh mine. It never take much. Stand for me on your plans. No, I don't hate ya. I just want you in my hands. Before we break up, can I get one more dance? Maybe I'm running in the wrong direction. Falling so hard and ain't learning lessons. I don't let my heart get took, you crept in. Losing my mind over who you guessed it. Running circles round my brain, and I can't catch up. I took your picture out the frame. My mind's been made up. Got no one else to blame. You leave us such a shame. Late night calling out your name, knowing you won't pick up.
Are you scrolling on the regular? So tell me why you can't pick up your cellular. It don't take a lot to say I'm feeling you. Just let me know if you hear what I'm telling you. Way too hard to hide it. Now you feel the same, you can't deny it. As you get to know some different lining. Every time I hit your phone, it keeps declining. Yeah. Oh my, oh my, yeah. Running circles around my brain. My mind's been made up, thinking this will be the same, but it's different than it was. Lately you've been acting up, and I think I had enough. When it's all said and done, I know you won't pick up.
Got no one else to blame. You leave us such a shame. Late night calling out your name, knowing you won't pick up. Knowing you won't pick up. Knowing you won't pick up. Oh, 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 knowing you won't pick up.
Heya, quick question. Have you ever seen this in your recommended? Or what about videos like this? What about like this? And the thumbnails and titles of these don't seem weird at first glance, but if you actually ended up clicking on one of these videos, you might have noticed something feels off. Or maybe you didn't realize whatsoever, because I feel like more and more people are still getting tricked with AI music, especially on YouTube. You could argue that the music is getting better, but what I really think is happening is the people tricking you about this are getting smarter. So you might have seen my other video on this channel about this exact same topic, and the reason I'm back is because first, I made that video very quickly and it was just me rambling about my opinions, and I still, to this day, get like at least a comment a day on that video of people saying how shocked and upset they are that they got tricked into listening to AI music. Now, since that video came out, there has been a few updates to YouTube to try and rectify this issue, such as the little AI tag which appears underneath a video's title, but that's only if the uploader declares that they used AI. And believe it or not, A, they're not all gonna do that, and B, are you really gonna notice this tiny faint icon next to the title? Maybe you're watching it on autoplay and it just ends up coming on. Maybe the service you're using YouTube on, like your TV, doesn't show it up as obvious as it does on desktop. So with this video, I'm gonna give you all the information you need to know about what's going on YouTube with this AI music craze right now, and hopefully give you some insight so you can decide on what music mixes you're going to listen to. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now first, a bit of backstory on myself. When it comes to me and my music preferences, my favorite way of listening to music is honestly YouTube. You know, I have Spotify, I've had Apple Music in the past, but really, the convenience of just typing something in on YouTube and then just finding a fun mix, I really like, and most of the cases, I love it so much because it's custom playlists made from people who just wanted to do it for fun. No matter if it's a jungle drum and bass, a Fruitiger aero mix, or just a fun curated playlist, I really feel like this part of YouTube really makes it feel like an old school part of the internet where people are just making something for fun. They're not making it to monetize, they're not making it for any other reason except because they want to. But then that's where these AI music channels come in. Before I even give my opinion on this, let me just give you the straight facts. So the last couple years, AI has taken over absolutely things, and especially that's happened with music, with the arrival of this app called Suno. Now, Suno has quote-unquote disrupted the music industry by making it so you can just type in a prompt like you would with ChatGPT or some shit, specifically for generating music. It could be country music, it could be electronic, it could be whatever, but usually it's just culmination of slop. It's just super sloppy, and I feel like if you have any sense of music taste, you can easily tell the artifacts with Suno, because it's just like very twangy is like the only word I can usually use to describe it. It's just shit, really. It is just like absolute slop. Like, if anything deserves the title slop, it's music that comes straight from Suno. And so that's pretty much what I was talking about in my last video. I was talking about specifically this trend of these lo-fi beat soundtracks where they have like super simple names like Cafe or Cat or Matcha, and it's just a playlist of bullshit, really, is what it is. It's just like they generated an entire hour, 2 hour of lo-fi crap, and then chucked it on a playlist, gave it a cute little icon, and then saw the cash rolling in. And sure, those still do exist, but unfortunately, there's another avenue which these people have taken advantage of when it comes to generating AI music, and that is uploading real examples of people's music and quote-unquote remixing it. And this I find very, very disgusting, because compared with the other one where it's like just this sort of lo-fi shitty crap which people can easily be like, hey, yeah, this is probably slop, I'm not gonna watch this. Now, alongside that and these stupid playlists with no names and a stupid AI generated image of like a cow blurred or some shit, don't click on those videos, okay guys? Those are entirely AI generated, please. If you see a fucking cow and its video has no title, that is an AI video. Sorry, I'm getting it, that cow really pisses me off. What I find incredibly frustrating is these remix playlists where they take an existing OST of a video game or an anime or a show or whatever, and they put it in a new genre. So it's a lo-fi Sonic Adventure mix, or it's a city pop Sonic Adventure mix, or it's the Amazing Digital Circus Super Smash Bros. Remix. And with examples like that is when I feel so shocked how little people know about this sort of technology going on. Because the second I heard that remix, I knew for a fact that this was Suno or some shit with how twangy the instrumentation was. But then I scroll down to the comments, and not a single person is calling this out for being AI slop. Maybe that's changed since now, but I was just baffled by the lack of knowledge about this stuff. And you might be thinking, Mads, but how can I tell that it's not human-made versus AI-made? And that's a very good point. And I think it's only going to get harder and harder to being able to tell, oh, this was AI remixed versus, oh, this was someone actually making a remix. So that's not really what I look out for as much. Obviously, there's like those little twangy accents which make you raise an eyebrow and think, huh, that sounds a bit strange. And if you have more music knowledge, and if you're a musician yourself, I think it's way easier to tell, I imagine. But the real giveaway isn't what it sounds like, it's the way it's packaged. And the easiest way of telling that is by clicking on the channel itself. If you click on a channel and it seems like it's just spamming uploads, or it's a bunch of videos in like different styles, like that Digital Circus one, I clicked on it and immediately I could tell because there was other videos of it in different genres. And it's like, okay, man, if you have a channel and all you're doing is like taking a really popular IP or a really popular song and then you're remixing it in this style, in that style, it's like very, very obvious that this is not someone who's an actual musician. This is just someone who is like on Suno and being like, oh wait, do this song but in this style, and then posting it and then trying to make it seem like it's something they made or that it's something original. And a lot of times, right, I'm sure, like the example I'm just using, like that Digital Circus guy, I'm sure maybe they're just doing that for fun. They're like, oh wait, this is cool technology. I don't have that much music knowledge, and this is very exciting for me to go down that avenue and experience making remixes of some of my favorite songs. Good for you if that's really your choice. I wouldn't recommend doing that for fun. I think there's a lot more satisfying things you could do with your time, and the novelty of that will wear off incredibly quickly. But the real issue are these people who are doing it completely for monetization. I used that example earlier of people who are making these music mixes of just songs they like and songs they enjoy, and of course, they can't monetize any of that. Nintendo, Sega, Sony Music Group, whoever the music you're using will likely have a chance of taking it down. Of course, it doesn't happen that often because with video game music, a lot of the time it's used within the gameplay, and if someone's doing like a let's play, the company doesn't want to just take down that video because it uses their music, and that's why you see a lot more lenience when it comes to video game music on YouTube with these sort of music mixes and stuff, because it probably wouldn't be very goodwill of a company to just shut down everyone enjoying their music, and so they'll make like an easier or more convenient way of listening to their music, such as Nintendo music, or, you know, releasing it on Spotify or whatever. But if you're remixing it in Suno, how is an algorithm or whatever scanner YouTube has to detect what music is being used in it be able to tell, because it's a one-of-a-kind remix, you know? And I think like it's making those sort of other services like Nintendo Music feel more valid, because eventually people are going to be so fed up with all this shit everywhere and not being able to tell if this is someone trying to trick them by like adapting their aesthetics to something which you would see with actual legit music mixes. They're just gonna go, you know what, I'm just gonna use an official way of listening to this, or go to a website like, I think it's KH Insider, where it has like a collection of like a bunch of music which you can just like download. People are just gonna end up doing that more. I think people are just gonna lose this trust with a site like YouTube, and I'm trying to figure out what they can do about this. And really, there's nothing you can really do. You just gotta get smarter. And it's sad as well, because I've been at places where some people just don't care. Like, I've had a family member who was listening to like a Pusheen playlist of music, and it was obvious it was AI, not just its banner and its like visual was obviously like AI generated and AI animated, with how like disgusting and like overly complex it looked, and it was so grim. And then I listened to the music which was playing, and I was like, damn, this fucking sucks. And I called out my family member about it, and they didn't care. And it's like, that made me realize a lot of people just don't care. A lot of people don't really care that much about music. And for me, at least, that is kind of disappointing, where I feel like one of the most human aspects to just us as a culture is music. And to have that be regurgitated and reposted just to make a quick buck by, you know, putting up all of these videos which are an hour long and then tricking people or making people who don't really care or wouldn't even think about this, it's just like really upsetting and kind of sad, because it does feel like direct theft, right? Like, obviously all of it is theft at the end of the day, if it's being trained on all of music in the entire history of the world to then have this sort of app that regurgitates it. But to specifically like take this song and remix it like one-to-one, like that, I feel like it's like direct thievery, and it's just like so gross when the only purpose of that is to be used for monetization and making money. And like Spotify is already filled with this AI slop, where like I've just stopped using it because I've just heard so many horror stories from other people. I just haven't used that in ages. And so like for me, YouTube is the main place I'm using, and it's just sad to see like so many of these playlists come up and not notice that people realize that it's AI. And like one more thing is like sometimes in these AI mixes, they'll put in the description of being like, oh yeah, this is AI, but I'm doing it to support my family or something. And I'm like, is that really the best way of supporting your family? Like tricking people? Like, is that not the same as like being a scammer for a living? I don't know, man. It's just like, it's so gross at the end of the day. And, you know, AI is here to stay or whatever, but I just wish it was gatekept or something where like it's only used for like science and like actual shit or something. I don't know. Like, if I could snap my fingers and get rid of this, I think it would be pretty baller. But like, we're just at this weird time right now where I really don't know where trust is going to happen. And really, like, one of the only places to get validity in terms of knowing that a music mix or any
So you have a character and a rig null watch you. Automatic weights is just an algorithm that estimates vertex weights based on the position of your bones relative to the mesh. It is clever